Welcome to today's practice. This might be a nice practice if, for whatever reason, your regular practice has gotten disrupted. It's a gentle, slow practice, getting back to the roots, the simplicity, the slowness, the tuning in, the giving ourselves time to be, to breathe, to notice. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it serves you well. And let me know how it goes. Comments below, a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find a seated position. You could choose a cross-legged seat. You could choose to sit on a blanket, to sit on a block. Maybe you prefer to sit in a chair. Your hands could rest in your lap. And maybe you feel comfortable closing your eyes. Taking some time to make our way into practice today. Guiding our attention inward. Noticing your breath. Maybe allowing your inhales to take a little bit more space in your chest. Your exhales, you let the air out of the body, and maybe something else can be let go of. As you approach your practice today, letting go of expectations, opening up to allowing your practice to be whatever it is today. Maybe allowing some softening around your eyes, all the way through the jaw, your shoulders, all the way into your fingers, and maybe all the way into your toes. Taking a few more moments here, staying with the breath. And if your eyes are closed, gently opening them back up, looking around your space. And if you were sitting cross-legged or asymmetrically, you might switch. Opposite leg in front or on top. Find your sitting bones nicely planted, and then take your arms wide and up any amount. On your exhale, let your arms lower back down. And a couple more times as you inhale, expand and reach up. As you exhale, arms lower. And one more, inhale, lifting up. And exhale to lower. This time on the inhale, we'll reach up and we'll take a side bend towards the right arm down and reach up and over with your left. As you inhale, come back through center. And on your exhale, let's go to the other side. Inhale, coming back through center, one more of each. And center. And other side. This time, inhale, come back through center, and now a gentle twist towards the right side. Right hand comes behind us, left hand crosses over, and we turn any amount towards the right. With your next breath in, come back through center. Maybe your arms lift or not. And then as you exhale, left arm behind you, right hand crosses over, and we twist, turn any amount towards the left. We'll do that again. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, turn to the right. And inhale, center. And exhale to your left. With your next breath in, come back through center, reaching those arms up. Maybe a wiggle through your fingers. And now interlace those fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling and push away. As much of a stretch as you want here. Maybe there's a little wiggle. Maybe some movement through the neck. Take another breath. And one more inhale. And then as you exhale, keep the interlace of the fingers, bend your elbows and the hands to the back of the head. We'll take those elbows wide and back. Inhale, maybe head resting into the hands, looking up. And then on your exhale, elbow to elbow in front of us, and any amount of rounding through the spine that you'd like to take. Inhale again, we open up. And exhale, we round, flexion through your spine. And another one, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Now as you inhale, coming back up through center, reaching those arms up, a few circles with your wrists, a wiggle through your fingers. And we'll make our way into a table pose. So however you'd like to get there, I'll meet you, hands and knees. And once you get here, free up those feet. You might tap the tops of the feet against the mat. You might circle your ankles a few times. You might tuck and untuck your toes, stretching the soles of the feet. And then plant the tops of the feet, and we'll go through some cows and cats here. So when you inhale, lift that tailbone, lower the belly, bring your chest forward, lift your chin. And as you exhale, reverse all of that. Tuck your chin, round your spine, and tuck your tailbone. And then let's do that again with the breath. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. And a few more. Feel the shapes and feel the body, feel your breath. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. You might bring your right knee a little bit more center and then float your left knee and begin to circle that knee. Finding some rotation all the way into your left hip in one direction. And then in the other. Maybe there's a few sounds coming from that hip. You could switch direction again. And then last time, switch. With your next inhale, extend that left leg all the way out behind you. Keep it lifted. And then point your toes away from you and draw the toes towards you. So moving all the way through the ankle. And again, toes away from you, toes towards you, and another one away. And towards, and this time lower the ball of the foot to the mat. Your knee is staying lifted. We'll walk the hands forward some, and with the next inhale, we're going to shift forward, coming onto the top of the foot. You could spread those toes, press into the mat a bit. And then roll over the toes onto the ball of the foot as you shift back. And do this a few more times, coming forward and taking it back. And another one coming forward and taking it back. Returning to your table pose, your hands under your shoulders if that feels right. And then again, cows and cats at your own pace. Breathing in and breathing out. And then as you're ready, make your way back to a neutral spine. And then once you're there, your left knee might come a little closer to the right. And then we'll float that right knee and we'll find some circles with that knee all the way into that right hip. Noticing how this feels today, switching directions. And then if you'd like, switching again, maybe slowing things down. And last one, switch. And then let's extend that right leg all the way out behind us, keeping it lifted. So some action through your right glute. And then we'll draw the toes away from us. And we'll draw them towards us. And again, point away. And draw towards. And point away. And draw towards. Keep them drawing towards you as you lower the ball of the foot to the mat. Walk your hands forward. And then roll over the toes onto the top of the foot. Shoulders, hips come forward. And then take it back over the toes onto the ball of the foot. Hips, shoulders move back. And a few times like this, giving those toes a stretch, a massage against the floor. And then as you're ready, coming back, return to your table pose, hands under shoulders, and again finding a few cows and cats. Inhale, exhale, and again inhale, and exhale. And one more time, inhale. And this time on your exhale, round your spine, tuck your toes, and then slowly begin to lift your knees, your hips, walk your hands towards your feet, and we're coming into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Once you're here, nice bend through the knees, grab opposite elbows, sway a little bit, side to side. And then start bending one knee, straightening the other, and switching, feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs. And then keep a nice bend through both knees. Let your arms be heavy, your head be heavy, and slowly unroll the spine. We're coming all the way up to stand. Once you get there, bring the shoulders up by your ears, give them a squeeze. And then soften them down, turn your palms to face forward and notice all that space in your chest. A little action through your glutes, nice grounding through your feet. Looking forward, taking a breath in. And taking a breath out. With your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And as you exhale, side bend. Inhale, return center. And then take it to the other side. Let's do one more of each. Breathing in. And out. And last one. The next time you come through center, reach your arms tall, interlace your fingers, maybe opposite to what you did when we were seated. And then push those palms away. Take a breath in. And out. If you're feeling playful here, steady your gaze and maybe your heels leave the ground any amount, coming onto the balls of the feet. A little balance here. Another breath in. And out. Lowering those heels when you're ready, bending into the knees and sweeping your arms forward and up, chair pose. Bring your hands to rest at your chest. As you inhale, lift your right heel, come onto the ball of the foot. Stay in your chair. Exhale, lower it. Lift your left heel and lower. And do that again. Right heel and lower. Left and lower. From your chair pose, inhale, come all the way up. And on your exhale, sweep your arms wide and behind you, interlace them around the lower back. When you're ready, straighten those elbows, reach those knuckles towards the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades. Notice again that space, chest area, rib cage, even that stretch through the belly. Little squeeze through your glutes. Take another breath in and out. With your next inhale, sweep your arms tall. And on your exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale to find a halfway lift. Look for a neutral spine here. And on your exhale, fold. Drop the head if that's comfortable. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Another one here, half lift. And exhale to fold. From here, work your hands forward. We're going to come into a plank pose. So your hands walk to the top of the mat. Your feet stay at the back of your mat. Your shoulders more or less over your wrists. And here in your plank, you can always choose to lower one knee, to lower the other, to lower both knees, or to keep your knees lifted, pushing away through the heels. There could be some movement over your wrists, little circling action. You could find some stillness. You could come in and out of this plank pose. Take a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll all lower our knees, coming back into a table pose. Rearrange your hands if you need to. Tap the tops of the feet against the mat. And then once again, we're going to come into some rotations through the hip. We'll start with the left side. So float your left knee, circle that left hip, both directions. And with your next inhale, extend that left leg out behind you. And now on your exhale, left knee towards left elbow. It doesn't have to touch, just going in that direction. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, now towards right elbow, so it's crossing underneath us. Inhale, lengthen it out. Again, left elbow. Lengthen. And right elbow. And lengthen, one more of each. As you lengthen on your next inhale, pivot on your right knee and open up into a supported side plank. Maybe free up your left arm to reach up towards the ceiling. Left foot could be lifted or resting on the ground. Find again space in that front body, but keep that back line active. Glute, legs. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, return to your table pose. Give yourself a couple cows and cats, breathing in and out. One more. When you're ready, neutral through your spine, right knee floats a few circles, one direction. And the other. And then extend that right leg out behind you. And now bend the knee and draw it towards the right elbow. As you inhale, extend that leg. And as you exhale, towards your left elbow underneath you. Inhale again, extend. Right elbow with your breath. and left. And one more time each side. And then the next time your leg is long out there, pivot on your left knee. You're going to use your left shin as a kickstand, and you're going to open up into your supported side plank towards the right. Again, option to keep that right leg lifted. Maybe this one is a little bit more tired and it rests down. Push away through the bottom hand. Maybe even turn your gaze and look up. Give your breath space. Give it time. Another one. And then as you're ready, let's return to our table pose, taking a breath in for cow. And then making our way up, lifting knees and hips, walking those hands towards the feet once again. Forward fold at the back of the mat. You could hold on to opposite elbows. You could hang, you could sway. You could be still. And then as you're ready, bend into those knees, sweep your arms forward and up. We're coming back into a chair pose. Maybe a wiggle through your fingers, some rolls through your wrists, maybe a smile through the face. And then we'll come all the way up, push the floor away, side bend, exhale. Coming back through center and over to your other side. And then back through center and forward fold. Inhale to find your half lift and exhale to fold. Coming back into our plank pose, walk those hands forward, breathing in. Take a couple breaths here. You choose what variation will serve you best today. Breath in, breath out. And last one, breathing in. And out, lowering those knees, and we'll make our way into a seat. Bringing those legs in front of us. Once you're here, plant your feet wide, knees wide too. Your hands could frame your hips. We'll take a full breath in. And then on your exhale, drop your knees towards the left side. Bring your right hand over and turn towards the space behind you. Pause here for a couple breaths. Maybe give your toes a wiggle. And then bring yourself back through center, knees lift. And we'll take it over to the other side. Knees drop to the right, left hand comes over. Any amount of turn through your torso. And pause here for a moment. And feel those toes. Bring awareness to your legs, your hips, your belly, your shoulders, your face. With your next breath in, come back through center, lifting those knees. Bring your feet a little closer together and then lower all the way onto your back. Once your back is supported, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze here. Maybe a bit of a rocking action. And then bring your hands behind your thighs and extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Find some rotation through your ankles, a wiggle through your toes, both directions. And then draw the toes towards your shins, and with your hands supporting your legs, let your legs move apart, away from one another. Maybe you're comfortable here. Maybe you prefer to bring your hands to the inner side of your legs or inside of your legs. Allow your back body to take a little bit more space on the mat. And soften through the face. And then maybe with the help of your hands, draw those legs back together. And then bend one knee, lower one foot. And then bend the other and lower the other foot. Take your feet a bit wider and let your knees rest in against one another. Your hands can come to your belly, to your rib cage area, or to your chest. And then make some slight adjustments to your back body on the mat. You might be able to slide the back of the head back some, finding some space in the back of your neck. You might be able to let your shoulder blades spread a bit more. Maybe the top edge can drop down. You might find that your rib cage can spread left to right, and that your lower back feels a bit more supported on the mat. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you could do that now. And for the next minute or so, there is nothing else to do. Maybe you choose to follow your breath, making it easy, soft. Or maybe you choose to watch your mind, your thoughts float by like clouds in the sky. There is nothing else to do right now. If you'd like to stay for a longer Shavasana, you're always welcome to. If you're ready to move on, bring your awareness again to your breath and invite some movement back into the body. Taking your time to wiggle, to stretch, to rock, and eventually making your way into a seat. As you find your seat, You could rest your hands in your lap. You could bring them to rest on your chest. Maybe palm to palm or palms against the chest. Your eyes could stay closed. Inviting some softness through the face. Maybe that gentle smile. And acknowledging here the practice itself. Acknowledging ourselves while practicing today. Acknowledging all those who have practiced with us today and any other time. And ending with a word that means that the light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.